Okay.
All right, how is everybody doing today?
That's
Good? Great. My name is Chaitanya, and I'm from the Econ department. And I just want to reiterate before this class, if you have any questions at any time, just raise your hand, let me know, and I'll be happy to help. So our topic for today is consumer surplus and producer surplus. Okay? Now, last semester, Professor Andrew, if you remember, talked to you about elasticity, but he also went over demand, supply, and equilibrium. So what we're going to do today is see consumer and producer surplus building up on these concepts to look at our topic today. Okay, so let's start by drawing a graph. So this is a coordinate graph with price on the y-axis, and we have quantity demanded and supplied. On the x-axis, we have a downward sloping demand curve, and we have an upward sloping supply curve. Yes, you guys remember? Yeah. Okay, good. So at this point here, that was the equilibrium point, and that occurs at a price, the equilibrium price, which we will say is P naught. Actually, let's say P star. And the equilibrium quantity is Q star. Now, we want to represent consumer surplus and producer surplus on this graph. What is consumer surplus? Anyone? Yes.
Is that how much money I have left over at the end of the month?
No. I can see why you would think that's because of the word surplus, but not exactly. Yes?
The difference between the I'm willing to pay and the I'm actually paying.
Great, that is a great answer, yes. So formally, if you look in your textbook, you'll see that it's defined as the amount. It's the difference between the price P that a consumer is willing to pay and the price they actually pay. Okay, so on the graph here, if you look at this quantity here, let's say this is 1 unit. If only 1 unit was supplied, someone would have been ready to purchase that at, let's say, this price here, right? So if we do that for this quantity, someone would have been ready to purchase it at this price. But what happens is in the market, the product is selling for P star. So because they were willing to pay, all this, let's end up only paying P star. This area here, we denote that as the consumer surplus. Okay, any questions so far? All right, so let's go right ahead and define producer surplus. And it has the same intuition as with the consumer surplus. It is the difference between the price that producers are willing to supply at and the price they actually receive. Okay, so again, same thing. If they were selling 1 unit, they might have been okay with receiving, this much price. Yes. Oh. But since this is the price that they're getting, this whole area here can be denoted as the producer surplus. Okay. All right, let's move on. So, can anyone tell me what, if we added consumer surplus and producer surplus, what would we call that?
Surplus.
there is the word surplus in it.
Global.
Global.
Or general.
You guys are on the right track. It's computing.